So Umesh, how are
Yeah,
you? How is life going?
yeah, I'm fine, sir. And okay, the Sri Lanka situation is not right now in what is the, what is, that good conditions, but we are here.
Okay, Umesh. So I know you are going through a very hard time now because the Sri Lankans, I know everything. Anyway, so Umesh, could you please tell us about yourself? What kind of HR activities you are doing right now? What is your plan?
Yes, sir. Actually, no, right now I'm working at the Paras Industries company as a human resource manager since 2018 onwards. Uh, During this period, I have to, doing this all the expatriates, that interviews and their visas and correspondence, as well as in our local employees, all the payroll administrations and their discipline inquiries, then training and development, that all the HR activities and administration field, as well as that the security, what the part of security controlations, everything I'm doing in myself. And I have that more than 18 years experience in HR and administration field. Most of the experience are becoming that what you call manufacturing fields. So then I have the Colombo University MSc degree in HR management, as well as that few more HR diplomas. Also there are some institutes are in recognized institutes in Sri Lanka in IBM Aquinas University. Uh, and my plan was that actually I want to get some overseas experience as well, because when I'm studied at in my universities in that particular period, so that knowledge and experience also I want to share with to some overseas countries, and I had to get some knowledge and experience from there onwards also, because I don't have right now any overseas experience. But I had wait. Actually, the so far also I am working with the foreign expatriates like the Indians. Is an Indian management company. So this experience also there, but in my local country. So I am expecting, and I had one of the dream to travel to overseas and give my full effort to develop my career, as well as to develop that organization goals and missions to success for their objectives also. This is my plan.
Okay, great. Good introduction. Okay, so Umesh, can you define company culture and what would you do to help maintain it as the company grows?
Yeah, actually, sir, that in this way, that my present organization, there are the Vanaspati ghee exported company. So there are cultural different cultures are there because of organization culture. You know that expatriates culture as well as in our local employees also. They both together. Some some part of that we have to very difficult to convince both the one is in a similar way. But which I have worked this organization right now. I have so many experience and I have a two-way conveyance system because of in local parties as well as this foreign expatriates. So that is my, I think I have the skill to explain to these employees as well as get it done their work output as per the expectation given by my foreign management like MD and executive directors from the Indian side. So so far I did my the tasks as per the expected level.
Do you think there is a link between company culture and performance output?
Yes, sir, because the people who are working in the company, if the satisfaction level, automatically employees given their performance is high authority. I understood because of if I am also satisfaction, I am giving my full effort to company. But some kind of things are there because of the human beings are different. They have different behaviors. So that behaviors we have to get it. We have to find out that what is their weaknesses and what is their strength also. Accordingly, we can do to their what you call key roles, and we have to assign their job roles. So I hope that the people will give their highest performance as well as efficiency to the company, company development part.
Okay. Okay, my question, next question is, can you give an example of a time when you laid a complex HR project from inception to conclusion?
So, what about the kindly again, sir, repeat it, sir, because I think
My
the
question,
signal is not.
my question is, can you provide an example of a time when you laid a complex HR project, okay, from the very beginning, inception to the end, conclusion?
Mhm. I can explain it like that. When I joined this organization, my present organization, I can get the examples. In the initial stage, they don't have any single method to HR administration field.
Mm.
So then I joined there. First, I study what the environment of this organization, what kind of activities they want from me, and what are the expectations from me. So according to that, and the management expectation as well as management, they have some ideas they want like that. So that the communication and I elaborate to my management. This way we can go ahead. So we can get it done, some of work output and everything to in this way. Like so, I implement a lot of HR activities in my present organization, HR policies, training and development, some wage management system, as well as some of what you call the controlling system, cost controlling. The beginning to up to now, sir, I am involving in my personal effect. I did that. So accordingly, I see that last 4 years in my organization, it is a very attractive system which I what you call made this my present organization. Because when I'm joining time, it is very zero level. So this thing I can explain to like that.
Okay, so what was your first employee policy you draft as HR manager?
Actually, sir, this is a company. It belongs to BUI registration company. It means that Board of Investment in Sri Lanka. So they also having that of what you call the rules and regulation based on that, and Sri Lankan labor law also there. So actually we are mixing about that, and we are what you call we are implemented this policy, especially that we can say that hours of work and quality of work. Then we can say that what you call leave, what their leave policies, and then code of conduct also there this organization, and the termination of the employment, and transfer the employments, as well as we can say that other things which are policy they are including that.
Okay, so Umesh, Mike, I would like to know. Yes, there are a lot of policies. I know when you actually join a company where there is no structure, anything, you need to develop a lot of policies, basic policies. So my question is, what do you consider when you draft any kind of policy? Any kind of policy, what do you consider? How do you ensure that the policy is good and beneficial for the company to grow further?
Actually, sir, that what do you call, before implement any policies, first we have to see the current system, because if you are going to implement in any policies, and this is going to current system and disturbing to each and everything, it is going to wasting. As per my experience in present organization, as in my previous organizations. So before that, we have to identify what are the key policies, what are which kind of areas we have to modify, because as we given that instruction, as we given advice also me right now, some policies are available, yes. So sometimes we have to modify. Other than that, we have to follow that same as things like that. I have to implement in this way to my present organization as well as my previous also. First, we have to identify. We have to do some research, small period for research, researching and get some ideas. Then based on that, we have to put our knowledge, and we have to small modification and implementation.
Don't you feel that it should be compliant with the local laws, like in the labor law or somewhere there are some restrictions, there are some instructions? So don't you feel that this should also be incorporated with the policy?
No,
depends
of course,
on.
sir, that legal, that's why I told you, sir, that earlier the BY and in our Sri Lankan labor law, both are what you call is going there altogether insane. So we have to study who are the HR person, he must be having the knowledge about that. So according to the knowledge, according to the that, and what the current policies going on that organization, we have to actually we have to learn properly. Then we have to mix in meaning it should be not the what you call make that compliant with the this labor legislation. So after that, whatever the made in that policies, we have to explain to top management, the MD or that are top management level people, and explain proper way the management people. So if we can implement in this thing, we can get it some advantage about that. This is a disadvantage, and this is advantage. Like that, we have to elaborate to that our top management the policies. What is the beneficial about that? So that's why I think that.
Okay, Umesh. So how do you stay current and ensure compliance with national level laws like taxes, industrial law, social security, health insurance?
Yes, sir. My current organization actually says that in my situation, I mean to that in our country, that insurance also there is like that in medical insurance, and you know that what we are calling it workman compensation insurance are there. It is mandatory to any organization. So according to that, we have to find out the good insurance company, and we have to make that policies also. And it is some of kind of safety so in our employment. What are the compensations we can get it that according to that table, and other than that, like that in safety, especially safety measures also there. In mentioned the labor law also and industrial labor, because in the it's under that factory audience, it very clearly mentioned that industrial dispute. So we have to very carefully we have to handle the industrial dispute. The in between, you know, that top to bottom and bottom to top. That is only the we actually who are HR person, he must be in the center position. So he has be given that good commanding as well as good what do you call that delivering in a clear picture to both sections. So it's very especially I say that very important of that industrial relationship as well as that safety and the insurance also.
Okay, so my question is, if you were faced with an employee grievance that required your immediate attention, what would be your process for investigating and resolving the situation?
First of all, I thought that's we have to do the counseling part, like that who are that you know that employee came to us and given the grievances. First, we have to sort out what what kind of grievances this is. You know, some kind of some person having some personal issues, some person having with their seniors issues and their subordinated issues, and that way of the talking, way of the delivering, that wording, and all those things. So the chairperson should not have that some counseling concept. You have to be you have to convene that little bit in positive way with the person and clear out his issue. If we can go ahead like that, then we can consider a little bit some of what you call some positive things to our management also. This person very good person, but he's having some personal issues, so we can help like that. Then accordingly that we are giving some of help like that. We can transfer his position or transfer in the branches like that. These are some of I mean to say some of examples. So based on that, that the key person we can retain, but some persons are like that, you know, intentionally some persons are doing their mistakes and everything, then we have to do according to that discipline action method. The grievances come to us, actually as per my experiences, grievance to come to us, we have to keep the grievance as a very confidential level. We cannot we cannot disclose to others. So if you are going to disclose meaning, then you know, hereafter never they will come to us and give that grievance. They will say that nothing will be there, they are giving everybody like that. Keep some confidential, and we have to sort out this issue, and whatever the conclusion, we have to give to our top management and get it some of clear answers and give them good positive answers to employees. Then they will be happy, as per my experience in my present organization also.
Okay, great. Okay, so Umesh,
Yes,
many organizations it's very common that employees turnover, like employees don't want to stay for a long time. And I'm not talking about all organizations, because maybe there are some organizations there built a very good organizational culture and people want to stay there. But in most of the organization where talent retention is a very challenging job. So what kind of strategies do you follow to retain your talent?
Actually, sir, especially the people why they choosing the new what you call new firms because of their package and their environment. These are the more two key areas which I have also seen in my previously companies as well as my batchmate. We are sharing some knowledge. Most of the people depend on their package and environment. But these two also provide in the company some people also leaving because of their personal issues. So that who are the key position persons, like as you say, that key guys, how we retain that, not only the money issues, sometimes the appreciations like that is a verbally appreciation. In my senior, in my boss, my immediate boss are given them immediate appreciation, like that, okay, you are great job, you are did a great job in present of my subordinated. It is a plus mark to my next level. So if I doing my hard works, if I did my everything very hardly, but that they are not whatever they are not appreciation in that such a way, so then
Okay,
automatically.
how do you ensure that the employees are appreciated? Because you actually do not, you cannot monitor all the departments, all the employees. Okay, so
Yes.
sometimes you need to follow the advice or suggestion of the line managers, most of the cases.
Correct. Correct.
So how do you ensure that the particular employees are treated fairly, or the employees are happy and he's getting a very good working environment? So as a HR manager, so how do you ensure that employees are doing well and they are treated fairly? How do you do that?
Actually, so one way in my that one of the my other company I did that. Not only myself, we are all in our team. We did that. We did that. What is skill metrics reports. So every quarter we did that skill metrics. According to that, we can identify the person who are having that good performance with it. That the key what do you call the skill metrics report made what do you call marking by the direct his head of person, like head, or we can say the in charge. So according to his marking, that HR person as well as the plant operation person as well as their senior person, we will both are sitting with them. We have to identify. Then we can ask the question for immediate bosses, why you are marking this type of things, what are some of weaknesses of this person. According to some training is required, immediately we can edit our training plan. This particular person required to train. Then other than that, we can arrange some small group activities like that. Small groups, we can arrange a group method, and we can ask them give some topics like the monthly basics, some review things, review programs, and the talent we can talent show like that. So in this, but it is coming out of their job role. So then we can identify what are they have some separately, they have some skill work. So based on some of these points, it is helpful to everyone as a HR person as well as department also. How will tackle this person? How will promote this person, or how will remove this person? These all the three areas are key areas. No? Some persons are getting their performance very well, and the small group, the small group activities also.
Umesh, I am very happy and
Yes.
interested to know about the skill metrics, because yes, it is really good practice if you really follow the skill metrics. So how have you implemented the skill metrics? How do you follow and monitor that metrics, and what are the skill inventories have you put in skill metrics?
Yes, sir. That first of all, we have to make the SOPs, it was standard operation procedures, but each department wise, each line or section wise, but at the help of this production manager or the line manager, they know very well what are the key areas. Based on that, we have to mark every quarter each and every employer that what are marking systems. So end of the quarter, we can take that like the what you call grading systems. According to the grading system, we can put the what you call, we can say that like the notice board. In this quarter, this section, this is the person who are getting in the what you call, this mark in this particular this thing. Like that, we can say what you call the quality of the work. This coming A employee, he got the what you call, A mark. The B employee get the some zero mark. Then that what you call that who are the less guy, he try to become in that first position. According to experience, I'm sharing. Sir. So that this skill matrix based on the SOP, we have to make it, the job responsibilities as well as their job descriptions. We have to make in that thing. Based on that point form, the point wise, we have to make that. At the end of the year, it means that after fourth quarter, this particular employee got the good rankings like that. What do you call that? 4A, so like that. Then automatically, when the increment time, we can forward to our management. So these are the people are more key areas, people, more key return. Actually, that is in our what assets, not the all, I mean to say. So during this increment or any other things, some review programs, then management can think, yes, these are the key persons. So then others also having whatever, so the example about that, yes. Then next level, I am also trying to go like that. So before reducing their what you call their marking or something, so we can explain to the particular employee, we can call him. But today in this quarter you have got this much of amount and your marks because of you are this type of your weaknesses. So you have to find out and you have to correct your action. So who are the got the good marks? Then we can explain him to yes, you got the good mark, but we have to perform another more way. Then we can what you call job rotations also we can do. Like that, skill matrix is very helpful to us to controlling as well as promoting the people to any manufacturing and all the organization.
Okay, Umesh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
HR is a very challenging job. I'm
Correct.
also working in HR, so I know. So one of the most challenging job is to breeze between employee and management. So what is the most effective way do you feel to resolve employee and upper level management conflicts?
That's a good question. Practically, we are facing, right now I'm facing like the management given to the task because we are in cost reduction situation right now in due to that crisis. So the management given the instruction to me every month, we had to remove the 2% from either expatriates, either local, like that. So in this message, which I think how can I work out of that? Anyhow, I had to work out that. So in this way, we have to explain to our employees and in positive way, not in negative way. Then they are taking in a wrong decision for us also. So very positive way, we are giving that you are a good person, you are a good employees, but right now situation is like that. So like that, so many, that step by step, I'm explaining, I'm handling, and I'm convening them to them, and keep that good relationship in between so far. Previously also having in positive mind, and after resigning organization also we have to keep the relationship as long way. So these are the big challenge right now I facing, sir, from the management given instruction. But that is I thought that I have the skill for that one because of I can convince the people as a counseling method, as a friend, as a HR person, as their what you call their close person, like that. The step by step with the wording, with some activities, I can explain to people. So on the basis of the situations.
Okay, Umesh. So you are experienced guy, so you have a lot of experiences. So sometimes management remains very rigid, and they wants HR to just follow the instructions management given to them. Management doesn't like any argument, but you feel that that particular decision is not right and it should not be implemented because not this is not a employee friendly decision or something like that. But in that situation you have to think about employees welfare also as a HR. So but management wants to implement that particular decision immediately. In that situation, what will be your role?
Of course, sir. That's why I told you that nowadays I am facing for the similar situation. So that this is, I think, as a HR person, having that the hidden skills. Sir. So how to that keep that management instruction as a satisfaction level, because we have to keep the management instruction, as you say. Actually, from my side, I can deny that. I can't say that no, I can't do like that. But I have to do anyhow. But this thing, I have to maybe separate it in two ways. What are the advantages? What are disadvantages? Then I have to explain to my management in my MD or some whatever in our CEO or some kind of person. I can say that, sir, if we are going this way, this is our advantages and this is our disadvantages. So based on that, please kindly advise for us how we'll work out that. In similar ways, we have to explain to our employees also. Right now, management is right to get in this type of instruction because of due to the situation. As a team or as a one family, we have to work accordingly that we are supporting me. If anyone is not happy to work like this in this situation or this environment, you are free to live in like that. We can say that in the like that very freely, sir. Not like that in command, like we can say that force given, the forces are given the commanding method. It's not like that way, because the instruction is very toughful. No? The toughful instruction we have to deliver to our employees very softly method. Actually, we are getting for very rough instruction, but we have delivered to employees in my lower level people very soft level. But sometimes we have to give them the same way, but according to the subject basis, we have to deliver to employees in such kind of way. So then I think people will be not in trouble. But 100% I can give assurance that people different. They have different approach. According to their approaching and their behaviors and their way of thinking. So
do you feel that it is possible to satisfy employees 100%?
In my two foreign companies, I worked at two Indian foreign companies. The same system and same scenario was happening during this career. So I elaborate that out of 100, 85% I success. That 15% that people very difficult to convince. They say no, I am not agree like that. So many things. Then in this kind of thing, some persons are going, in labor courts and labor department and getting some advice. But that after finally they also come to the same area. They say, okay, sir, okay, please give us like that. This is our compensation. It's like the compensation method. So that, but 85% I have experienced. 85% we succeed that according to this process. Like the convenient method, advantage and disadvantage, we have to explain to properly to our management. In a similar way to, but the good things we have to elaborate to our employee. I said, if you are not agreed for that, so these are your losers. This is this way you are losing your jobs and everything you're losing. Like that, we have to explain to our employees also.
Umesh, thank you so much for joining this session. So it was really nice talking to you. I was
of course,
enjoying
me too.
the session. Okay, so I wish you a very good luck for the next step of this recruitment process. So till then, take care. And
thank you very, very much. Thank you for calling and selecting this position, as well as that call the preliminary interview also, sir. I hope it will be in positive answers.
okay.
Positive step.
Take care, Umesh. Bye.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay, bye. Okay, good night.